When Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight first came out in theaters, naturally we went to a midnight showing. Afterward, we all thought basically the same thing. Wow, we need to see that again. We went again the next day.
I like that. And you're gonna love me.
A similar thing happened after watching Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, Part 1, the animated adaptation of Frank Miller's original, best-selling graphic novel.
You wanna tell me or hold me?
In fact, it was so enjoyable that part of our brain isn't even here right now. It's still thinking about the film and fighting with the other half to just stop writing and go home and watch it again.
But before we begin, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, and please click the notification bell, so you get the notifications whenever we upload. Thank you.
Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns ranks as one of the most influential and character-defining comics in modern history. His grim and gritty take on the Caped Crusader set the tone for the character for almost every interpretation that followed. Even after 25 years, it still remains a perennial bestseller month after month. All that, and it's quite simply a fantastically well-told story.
Critically injured members of the mutant gang. The children describe the gang's attacker as a man dressed as Dracula.
While watching the film, we opened a copy of the graphic novel to compare. We suggest doing the same. Seeing certain iconic images come to life brought out a childlike giddiness. It's an extremely accurate adaptation.
Harvey, and be done with it. It's bigger than that now. You've already ruffled
The mutants. They're next on my list, but first things first.
There are some slight deviations, tweaked dialogue, and extended scenes, but it all enhances the story for film and allows both comic book and film to stand on equal footing of greatness in their respective mediums.
Do you know who I am, punk?
Huh? Where am I? I can't see.
I'm your worst nightmare. The kind that makes you wake up screaming.
When they announced Peter Weller as the voice of the aged and grizzled Bruce Wayne, it just seemed like a perfect fit. It also sent our nerd-fueled brains into a conniption. RoboCop as Batman?
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I'll buy that for $1.
Weller's take on the character plays out brilliantly. It takes a little bit to see exactly what he's doing, as it's subtle, but once you get it, it's like Joker gas to the face. You can't help but grin. A good or bad musical score can make or break a movie. Christopher Drake, who composed the music for a number of DC animated films, really struck the perfect chord for the mood and tone of the film. Something about the music fit perfectly with the world itself and enhanced all the dialogues and action on the screen. You might even find yourself humming while doing everyday stuff afterward. It'll make pouring cereal super epic. As the title may suggest, Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, Part 1 covers the first half of the graphic novel, basically the initial Return of the Dark Knight Part 2. Leaves you very, very excited for the next installment.
Belongs to the Batman.
Batman, darling.
Let us know in the comments below what you're excited to see in the upcoming films. Thank you for watching, and take care.